It's that time, 6:30. Welcome. Good morning. Happy you're here. Hopefully you've had some lemon water and maybe a cup of coffee. I dared wake up at 5:45 today instead of 5:30 just to see if I could squeeze in what I need to in the morning before. And I did, which is great. Come to a seated position and place your left hand on your heart and your right hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Let's take a deep, deep, deep breath, belly breath in, filling all the way into your belly, up into the tippy, tippy top of your heart. And if you can take another breath in, sip in, and then release that. Take another breath in, belly up to your chest, all the way up to your collarbones. So if you can take another quick sip in, get a little air in, let sigh out. Take two more breaths on your own like that. Then return to just a regular breath pattern. Make sure your phones are muted, cameras can be on or off. This week, if you saw the Facebook post, we are focused on our hearts, on love. Our hearts are an interesting thing, our emotions and our love and affections for other people. I'm always fascinated how you can totally love somebody, and 2 years later, if you've been in a relationship, you're like, wait, now what was that person's name again? And then we do it again, and we love, and then we hurt, we forgive, we allow generosity, we allow compassion. And it comes from this place that we always kind of call our heart area, right in that cavity below our chest, our collarbones down a little bit is this thing that we attribute to where our emotions come from. We know our emotions come head, heart, body. We have these sensations. So we want to honor that this week, and we want to honor today just loving ourselves. On Thursday, we want to talk about remembering how to open our hearts in love and generosity for others. Our relationship with ourselves truly does set the tone for all of the other relationships we have with other people. We talk about loving ourselves unconditionally, without requirements, demands, punishments, loving ourselves completely. As you sit there and breathe deeply in the quiet of your home, if you're live now, if you're watching this recorded, just breathe in love. Breathe out judgment. Breathe in love, acceptance, generosity for yourself. Breathe out judgment, punishment, fear. Cleo Wade said, love yourself enough to walk into only the rooms and situations that show care and love for you. Love yourself enough to walk out of the rooms that harm you in any way. Love yourself enough to hold the people who harm you accountable for their words and actions. Love yourself enough to express your wants, your needs, and your desires. Love yourself enough to tell the truth. Love yourself enough to keep yourself safe. Love yourself enough to say enough is enough when enough has become enough. So the heart is, we open ourselves regularly, just thinking of your heart just open, expanded. I'm here, I'm ready. And then we love ourselves enough to put our hands over our heart and protect it sometimes. So we begin our practice today. Let's begin with our hands on our shins, pulling our hands into our shins, creating some tension with some spinal flexes, drawing our hearts forward, breath in, breath out. We protect our heart almost in a way when we come into this closed position, exhaling. So breathe in, breathe out into our nice spinal flex. In as we come forward, out as we come back. I want you to just be thinking about how you can love yourself more today and how you love others and how you can apply sometimes that love that's easier to give to others. Apply that light, that generosity, that love onto yourself. 5, 4, waking up your spine. 2, 1, pull your heart forward, deep breath in, engage your root walk. So pulling up, like you're trying to keep yourself from going number 1 and number 2. Relax, that's that root walk. Come to your tabletop position, hands. This is all should be starting to feel familiar to you as we wake up our spines. We come into a cow, gazing forward, and then cat, rounding our back. We shine our heart forward, and then we protect and we set boundaries. Shine heart forward, protect. If we overprotect, we don't let love in. Breathe in when we shine our heart forward, breathe out when we round our back. So if we protect too much and have stories for why we need to protect ourselves, we don't learn and actually grow. So we have to be willing to be vulnerable, but then when enough is enough, we need to create some boundaries. We have to tell people it's not okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift your hips up to the sky into a downward dog, pressing into your hands firmly, keeping a slight bend in your knees. Legs are waking up. Shift your bum from left to right. And then create enough space. Kind of step your feet back a little more. Come up onto your tippy toes. And then come forward into a cobra, where you're going to just shine your heart forward a little bit. You can look if you need to. So you're on your tippy toes. You're shining your heart forward. You're looking forward. With the breath out, you come back to downward dog. So cobra, downward dog flows, breath in. Start slowly as we wake up this morning. Five, 4, shine that heart forward, deep breath in. 2, 1, come to a cobra plank, heart shining forward in this open position. Breath in, hold it for a moment, and release your knees to the mat, tabletop. Bring your right hand up to the sky. Look up at your hand. Deep breath in, and then bring that hand through, thread the needle under your shoulder. So for this first one, I'm going to reverse. You can have your hands on your fingertips, or be on your fingertips, twisting, pressurizing that shoulder on the left side by pushing into your right hand, left hand. Take 3 deep breaths in. Right now we're opening the back side of our heart area. Unfurl that hand, raise it up high to the sky. Deep breath in. See if you can pull that hand a little bit further back so you're shining your heart forward. And release that hand to the mat. Raise your left hand up to the sky, opposite side. Deep breath in, looking up at your hand. Breath in, heart open, swing that arm through, thread the needle. And then using the leverage of that top hand, press into the floor. See if you can open those shoulder blades a little bit more. We all have wounds that create heart walls. It could be a brick wall, a metal wall, a brass wall in Scotland. I'm watching Outlander, so sorry for the references. It comes from wounding, and so then we only see things through that lens. Try putting on a different pair of sunglasses. Ask somebody, how can I look at this situation differently? How can I allow a new way of loving and seeing? All right, push into your front hand, raise your hand up to the sky, left hand up, and then release that down to a tabletop position. Shift your hips up to the sky to a downward dog. Let's do 5 more of those cobra downward dog flows. Breath in as you come forward, breath out as you come back. Come forward, deep breath in your cobra, and shift your hips up to the sky to downward dog. And then gently tiptoe your toes to you behind your wrists. Grab opposite elbows, opposite hands. Relax fully down. Circle your head from left to right, up, down, yes, no. Take a deep breath in this forward fold, arms clasped. And then rise all the way up to stand, swinging your arms overhead into prayer pose. And then I'm going to come to the side of the mat. Release your hands down, check out your arms. We wake up our bodies. We're going to begin with some leg lifts with our hands interlaced. You can look up if you want. Hands interlaced, thumbs touching. We're going to be like these beautiful pumps pulling energy into our bodies. So when we lift our left knee up, our hands come up to our forehead. When we bring our knee down, it comes to our heart level. Right leg alternate. Breathe in when we come up. Waking up our bodies, bringing our energy from our hearts up to our heads. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep our hands at heart center. Deep breath in. Engage your root walk. And release. We're going to do what's called joy breath. This is really nice and energizing. What you're going to be doing is from your position, I'm just coming forward a little bit. We're going to engage part of our breath, hands, palms facing up, and then we bring them down. This is going to be a rapid pace, and then so it's a third breath in, hands outside, and then breath in, hands up overhead, facing forward, and then so it's the first time I did this, my hands were all over the place. So don't stress about that, but just palms open, up, out, overhead, up, open, overhead, up, out, overhead. You're filling up your lungs 3 different times before you breath out. Breathe out. Allow joy in. This is a famous joy breath. We're going to just drop in. You can increase your speed. I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth. Three more. Last one. And then come up to stand. Palms facing forward. Close your eyes. Feel the energy. Feel your heart beating. Famous joy breath. Drop down into frogs. So heels pressing together, balancing on your toes, pushing your heels in. This time, when we breathe in and straighten our legs, we're going to bring our hand to our heart. So it's and then remember, when you're straightening your legs, breathe out when you come down. Touching your hands, just switching sides as you straighten your legs and come down. You are going to breathe out of your mouth. Do it on the exhale. Five more rounds. Finish your last one down with your heels pressing. See if you can come up onto your balance here. You can have one hand down, hand at heart. And then uncoil yourself, rise all the way up to stand, arms overhead. And then bring them prayer pose at heart center. How can you love and care for yourself as well as you try to care for others? Step to the front of your mat if you're not already there. Swing your arms up and overhead. Gaze up at your hands, heart at our prayer pose overhead, and then release forward all of the way. Come up halfway, pressing your hands into your shins. Long stretch across from your crown to your tailbone. Hold all the way forward. Place your hands on the mat. Step back to plank. And we're going to move into those flows again. Come forward on your toes. Cobra. Breath in. Breath out. Lift your hips to downward dog. Don't overarch your lower back. You can kind of keep it as a more of a solid. Keep your spine pushing into your belly, pushing into your spine. Come to downward dog. Raise your right foot up to the sky. Stretch, stretch, stretch into as much of a splits as you can. And then bring your knee through center line, foot between your hands. Rise up to a powerful warrior one. arms up overhead, solid base, railroad feet. So you don't have them on a tightrope. Toe heel them, take up space on your mat. Bring your hands, arms out to your side. I'm going to step my mat slipping here. I'm going to step into a powerful warrior one. You need to take a glance up. Your hands are down, lower palms facing forward. And we're going to do some heart flaps. So breathe in when your arms are back. You're holding this solid warrior one. Breathe out when your hands come forward. So it's a pump too. So it's okay if you wiggle wobble. This is when there is perfection in imperfection. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms spread open, heart open, deep breath in. Hold your breath for a moment, engage root lock. Wonderful release, frame your foot with your hands, step your foot back into a plank, and then come up to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep, long, slow breath out. Raise your left foot up to the sky. You can come up on your right tippy toes to try and increase just that stretch all the way up with that foot. And then swing it through, foot between hands, rise up, warrior one. Warrior one, your back foot is at a 45-degree angle, kind of pointing out to 2 o'clock on the clock. Front knee is bent forward, knee over ankle. Bring your arms down just above your hips. Shine your heart forward. Take a deep breath in, breath out. Bring your arms forward. Make sure you don't lose the bend in your knee. Come forward a little bit in that front knee if you've started to straighten it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shine your heart forward. Deep breath in. Step that back foot to meet the front foot. Bring your arms up overhead. Hold all the way down to the ground. Halfway lift. And then place your hands on the mat and just bring your knees to your mat into a tabletop and sit back in rock pose. Beautiful. You guys are doing great. This is all just heart opening exercises, wibble wobbles. Again, I was in class yesterday, yoga class. Wibble wobbles. Every day it's going to be different. One side's better than the other. We can't even get our balance. Our lungs are hurting. This is just part of saying this is okay. I love myself in my imperfection. If rock pose is uncomfortable, where your heels are pressing into your bum, come into a simple, easy pose. So just cross-legged. And we will do our joy breath from this position. I'm going to face you. So breath in, breath in, breath in, breath out. Really get into it. You can close your eyes. Belly, belly, collarbones out. So you're breathing your breath into your belly, you're moving up the spine. Three more. Come to seated with your palms. Just stay in this position, palms facing down on your mat. Close your eyes. Nice, slow, steady breath in. Long, slow breath in and out. Always don't change your breathing pattern for when I say in and out. I'm just reminding you, breathe and breathe slow and steady. Come to an easy pose if you haven't already been there. Bring your arms to goalpost arms like this. And we are going to breathe in when they come back. And then you pull them together really quickly, but the hands and the forearms don't touch. So it's going to go. Breathing in that energy to your heart. I like to think of all this breath dissolving any heart walls I've created. When I do these motions, just picture breath and movement, just melting through any walls, any issues we have. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shine your heart forward, deep breath in. Relax your hands down, palms facing down, grounding you in. Press into your knees a little bit. Give them a nice little rub. Remind yourself you are here, you are present. Your body is giving you the gift of waking up, of moving. Clasp your hands behind your back in a Venus lock. So it's just interlaced hands, just like you were grabbing and holding somebody else's hand. We're going to do our breath with our hands in Venus lock and our hearts open. Dip your chin a little bit down towards your collarbones. Feel comfortable, close your eyes. And just taking slow and steady breaths in. We're going to do a 2-count breath for just a few moments. So as I provide some mantra and affirmation, you're going to breathe in for 2, breathe out for 2 through your nose. So breath in for 2, 1, 2, out 2. In 1, 2, out 1, 2. In 1, 2, out 1, 2. In 1, 2, out 1, 2. In your nose, out your nose. In your nose, out your nose. Keep that breath. I'm going to do a little bit of mantra here. While you're breathing, keep your heart shining forward. We are going to have a moment where you're going to do a breath in, and then I'm going to have you breathe out, not forcefully. You're going to do a slight breath retention. And then I will cue you to breathe in all the way and hold for 15 seconds. And then we'll release everything. So begin breath in, breathe in love, breath out, breathe out judgment. Breath in, breathe in peace. Breath out, breathe out fear. Breathe in gentleness. Breathe out stress. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out perfectionism. So this is kind of that Wim Hof breath that's a little bit more empowering. Breathe in love. Breathe out judgment. in peace. Breathe out fear. Breathe in gentleness. Breathe out stress. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out perfectionism. Last round. Breathe in love. Breathe out judgment. Breathe in peace. Breathe out fear. Breathe in gentleness. Breathe out stress. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out perfectionism. Deep breath in. And then just release all your air. We're going to do a slight breath hold. Hold your breath. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. You can do this. Your body is powerful. Your heart is powerful. You've got this. Hold. Hold. And now breathe all the way in. All the way up, 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 in. Hold your breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Long sigh out. Seated, hands up on your knees, eyes closed. Gentle, calm, regular breath. Feel that energy. Sit with that. Today's intention. Today, I act like I love myself in all that I do. Today, I act. So through your behaviors, you show that you love yourself in all that you do. You want to say that out loud to yourself. Today, I act like I love myself in all that I do. So in the ways that you have been nurturing friendships, family relationships, I want you to think about what that means, taking time to care for. I know many of you, you are some of the most generous, kind, loving people I know. So the way that you are nurturing your relationships, you're listening to people, you're responding to their needs with gentleness, with kindness, you're offering physical support if needed. That's a meal, a hug, a phone call, a text, a shoulder to cry on. You're generous with them in your opinions, not judging them. You believe that they are doing the best that they can. I want you to take 5 minutes today and ask yourself the question, how can I love myself more? Think about, should you be speaking more kindly to yourself, letting yourself cry, letting yourself laugh more, giving yourself more healthy food, or letting yourself have a yummy treat. I don't seem to have a problem with that one. And then I want you to answer that calling that you get of one little thing that you can do for yourself beyond what you've already done by waking up and caring for yourself today. What's something that you can do little, sit until we meet between now and Thursday to nurture yourself. I'd love to see what you're going to do for yourself on Facebook. Remember, today I act like I love myself in all that I do. Take a deep breath in, place your hands on your heart. Left or right hand facing on your heart, the other hand on top. Take a deep breath in. Steady breath out. Today we're going to close with a namaste. We honor the light in each of one another. Deep breath in. Breath out. Bring your hands to heart center, thumbs pressed into your sternum. Namaste. I honor the light in each of you. I honor the light in myself. Bow forward and say namaste. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to hearing about what you little things, because we can be inspired by one another. and go, oh, wait, I haven't done that for myself in forever. I haven't asked somebody for a foot rub. All right, have a wonderful day. I will see you on Tuesday and make it a great one. Take care. Feel free to stay on for a minute if you have any comments, if you'd like to say hi. Otherwise, go off, have your coffee or whatever your beverage of choice is for the morning, and I'll see you later.